Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball shot. Ball Chat Halftime Show. Welcome, family, to Ball Chat Halftime Show. That's the new show. Middle of the week football discussion. Wagwan, family, Junior. My name is Benton, along with George. Wagwan.
Why you name it already?
We just call it halftime, but it's really not halftime because Liverpool already out, so you can't halftime. The game done. We're trying something new, family. We definitely want up our subscription, up our subscribers, and definitely we know how the algorithms work. The algorithm work in terms of putting out more content. So we're attempting to do more content in the middle of the week. Champions League, big football game. We're not even going to waste any time. Junior, double touch. I think I remember you have a similar double touch like Julian Alvarez a few years ago at Wade Walker Park.
Many times. Many times. But the difference is I never scored them.
Champions League roundup. We'll take a look at the quarterfinal games. And the just concluded, in a few hours, just concluded games that took place today. And yesterday's elimination of Liverpool. And Messi Mania. Apparently we have fresh news, fresh update that Messi will be traveling to Jamaica. In fact, he'll probably reach, or he'll be traveling tomorrow. Will they travel tomorrow or today?
No, he should be there today. Should have probably already been there.
Yeah, 2 hours flight. And if you have the express, you can get here in an hour and a half.
So you think they're going to show up day after game, fly, drive, stop out at Craft Market, and then go to stadium and play a game?
It says, according to Soccer America, it says Messi and Suarez due to travel to Jamaica for Thursdays. All right, so them due to travel today. Today they might travel. Today. Yeah, because you don't know that. But do you have enough hotel space if who holds the big baller, Junior?
Why? If need more than a room?
I mean, you need a room. You need a room for him security. Him security need extra cover. I mean, it's Messi Mania. I mean, which hotel they must stay at? Terra Nova? Which hotel?
Pegasus.
Okay, Junior. So is that actually legit? We need to tell the people Cavalier should go for Pegasus to make nice.
You really want to piss off the man? I mean, that should be the last thing you want. You shouldn't want to piss him off. So no, he might be up at Pegasus. Don't go up there, go make no nice.
Yo, Cavalier fans. Yo, all the people them jerk chicken, all the fans them run out go at Pegasus that night. They're gonna make pay nice. And I'm going to probably deal with squatty still.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Champions League games. Just concluded. Let's start it off with the big game, the Madrid derby. Boy, Julia, I feel so sorry for Cholo and Atletico Madrid. Another heartbreak from this Atletico Madrid team. Another elimination against this Real Madrid team.
I mean, and at some point, I think you say it all the time, I'm starting to believe it. You just can't bet against Real Madrid. Eventually, they're going to lose. They're not going to win every Champions League. But eventually, they will lose, just not today.
Look at high step in Rudiger. Rudiger, of course, converted the winning penalty. I could not be happier for a Lion, a man who's definitely in the trenches, who embodies any team that he plays for. Rudiger always. In fact, this is probably why Chelsea gone to the dog, because they let go a player like Rudiger, who's a heart and soul and so much on the field. But are you surprised that Rudiger took the 4th penalty and not the baby, a.k.a. Hendrick, to win it?
Maybe Hendrick was going to take the 5th one.
Can't get them on the 5th penalty. Them was...
Bellingham did shoot.
Bellingham shoot.
Mbappe
shoot. Fede Valverde shoot. So the top 3 already went. Lucas Vasquez missed.
Right. So
Kamavinga didn't kick yet.
yeah, Camavinga. Maybe Camavinga had to be the
Yeah,
fifth.
Kamavinga didn't kick.
I was hoping that Hendrick would take it, to be honest.
You know. But overall, your thoughts on this football game? I mean, I know off chat you and I have a lot of things to say about Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. yes is a 9, and some of the antics that need to clean up. He missed a penalty which could have probably averted this whole extra time and penalty scenario for Real Madrid.
There's a lot. There's a lot there to unpack, because from a football spectacle, I mean, to me, this was the perfect game, or one of the perfect games. It had everything, and it wasn't a game where the teams were playing scared, or the teams were afraid for go fight. Right? Atletico Madrid threw their punches. Real Madrid threw their punches, and it kind of went against Cholo. What Cholo is known for, talking about the coach for Atletico Madrid. He's normally the conservative coach, especially after scoring early. They could have easily locked shot, and said, let's go to penalties. But they played the game out and played to the strength, and it was a good game. I really enjoyed it. It had intrigue, it had everything. It had a missed penalty. It had Rudiger, who ended up being the hero at the end, was also the hero in extra time. Because that ball from that I don't remember the name of the player, the breakaway and put in a good cross. It was Rudiger stretching with his bad hamstring, stopping that clear goal. So it had everything.
The saving tackle at the end?
Saving tackle, yes.
Oh, I remember Marco Asensio did save one. Is it the other centre back, Asensio?
No, the Rudiger saved the one that Oblak. Remember, Oblak did do the long ball. A homeboy take it one touch.
Jan Oblak did a long ball over, and yeah.
I don't remember who it was. It wasn't Alvarez, but whoever took it down, it was perfect control, perfect step, and it was just like the analyst said, it was a nanosecond too late, and it gave Rudiger the chance to stretch onto it. It was just great football, and it's unfortunate. You can't tell an Atletico Madrid fan that, but it was unfortunate that somebody had to lose today.
Yeah, and the two English representatives are Aston Villa and Arsenal in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Does that what we have a lot of upside down things are going on in the world right now.
But that's just by
right is wrong, wrong is right, and all sorts of stupidness are going on. Aston Villa and Arsenal are the two English representatives, English Premier League representatives in the final 8. I did not have this on the bingo card.
But that is just by chance, though, right? That's just by happenstance.
And I mean, Aston Villa is one. I mean, I can say as Arsenal, yes, it's probably definitely a deserve. But Aston Villa, I mean, I didn't expect Aston Villa to get past Club Brugge.
Really?
Yeah, but to be fair, the moves that Aston Villa has made, the loanees that they
Yes.
added to their squad, I think helped them out a lot. I mean, those are Champions League tested sort of talent that they add. So for me, with the going into the game, going into this tie, this toss up was Club Brugge, Aston Villa. That it was but Aston Villa not only beat them, they butter bruised them over the two legs. End up winning the tie, an aggregate 6-2 or something like that.
Yeah, but remember the red card though today, kind of.
Yeah, make it. Yeah. So the crazy thing again, we talk about penalties and just poor refereeing in a whole. This game between Lille and Dortmund had one of the craziest penalties I've ever seen. Gurasai, you didn't even touch him. How is that with the availability of VAR? Lille was up 1-0 after Jonathan David put the ball between the legs of Kobe. I don't know how the goalkeeper let that run through his legs. But at the end of the day, Guirassy attacking for Dortmund. And the defender just passed him and the man just trip over like fall and it's a penalty.
Yeah, that one is like you can't escape it. Right? You can't escape people feeling are rightfully so. I don't know how to explain it better. I really don't. At this point, I think we reach a point now where we just accept that VAR can make errors. We just I think you are Carbon always said this, that the VAR is run by humans too. I never looked at it that way. I looked at it that VAR is the opportunity to get the obvious wrongs right, right?
Yeah.
You should remove human error. But one thing that I've started to accept now is that VAR can make mistake too.
And I, I've been saying that. We all have been saying that. But some of these mistakes, we're not gonna accept because I mean, you have the video replay. You have the availability of the technology readily at your hands, at your fingertips, and you don't buzz the referee and say, "Brethren, him not touch him," and so that to me doesn't make any sense regarding the way that penalty was handed down. I was like, because when I saw the replay, I thought, yes, surely this is gonna be wiped off, but I don't know. I don't know. And by the way, if, big up to all the listeners listening. We have some people online listening. If you want to chime in, if you want to make any comments, we have the Zoom ID up. We're trying a new show this Wednesday. We want to do it every Wednesday, call-in show, and just discuss football. Quick recap of the week. That's big major news. And, today's Champions League and Messi landing in Jamaica, Yesterday's action, family, Liverpool succumbed to Donnarumma and PSG. Locho Hernan Enriquez and PSG finally, look like they have something here. They've offloaded the stars, the Mbappes, the Messis of the world, the Neymars of the world, and they're building from the ground up, younger and probably more humbler sort of squad. But surprised with this outcome, family. Dembele of all people score.
I am very surprised. Based on how the last game went, for me and people, it is easy. Football is not 2020, and hindsight is not 2020, right? So I can sit down now and explain this away and say, well, PSG did pressure Liverpool in the first leg. They should still be able to get joy against them in the second leg, right? That's an easy response to explain away why Liverpool lost. But coming into the tie, you would expect Liverpool to be the better playing team. I labeled the Liverpool win in France as a professional win. The bottom did a smash and grab, did what they needed to do, get out of there, and then say, when we get back home, we are going to then be on the front foot. PSG did not allow that. So now the question now will have to come up now. When we talk about football games, are we going to talk about home cooking? Are we going to talk about home field advantage? Because surely, clearly, Anfield wasn't a home field advantage for Liverpool, who arguably was the best team in Europe.
We just saw that penalty again, and bad penalty by Nunes are good.
Yeah, but the thing is, you want the goalkeeper to save it, right? If you met the goalkeeper, because penalties to me is chance.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got the penalties, if you put the ball on target, now you're depending on chance that you score. Because there's no guarantee you're going to score, even if the ball is on target. Now it is a guessing game. if you kick the ball wide, you have a 0% chance of scoring, right? So
Yeah,
you can't really kill the player for a penalty saved. But there are some penalties that are taken where the goalkeepers are so good at this level that it's not a guessing game anymore. They are reading your body. So now it becomes a chess game. And can I read your technique? Can I read the way you're twisting your body? Can I read the way how you angle yourself? Yeah. And then even if I read you correctly, you still can't take a perfect penalty that cannot be saved.
Yeah.
And that's where you say, okay, if you're a striker or you're an attacker, you're expected, you're being paid this money to give a perfect penalty. That's where I would put a little bit on it. But apart from that, it comes down to the chance.
Yeah. I was trying to see if I find the Atletico, the Julian Alvarez penalty where he kicked the ground, but overall, I mean, the quarterfinals coming up. We look at the other matchups coming up here in a second, but you check the box regarding this format. No, has it sold on you? I mean, I think the idea of allowing this broad round robin sort of layout helps teams like Aston Villa got to where they have gotten to, right? I mean,
not necessarily. I mean, you have the luck of the draw.
Yeah, but that's it, right? If you probably look at the old format, Aston Villa probably would have ended up in one of those groups where it's the chances of coming out would have been less slimmer, right?
True, but if yes,
slimmer.
Yes, yeah, it's slimmer, and are your moment now that you're playing the next game against PSG, you would have played that game earlier than the quarterfinals. Because Aston Villa can beat PSG. I
don't see it.
Yeah, we did. We never see Liverpool losing to PSG either.
No, I think we could toss that one up.
No, I wouldn't toss that one up. For me, so no, anything can happen. But Aston Villa, can remember the story. Look at the storylines. Unai Emery returning to PSG, who fired him because he couldn't win the Champions League.
And they made an upgrade.
Have they won the Champions League since?
No, but
it's not an upgrade.
Yeah,
it's not an upgrade until it's not an upgrade until it's...
You've offloaded high salaries, and you're actually charging towards Champions League with players that are not prima donnas. You know, I mean, who knows? I mean, PSG. We look at the bracket here in a second. PSG. I mean, they can win this thing.
True. I mean, they have a 1 in 8 chance of winning this thing.
Well, just like everybody else.
Exactly. So, what to do?
I mean, all right. Granted, you know, out of they're in the top part of the bracket where they will face the winner of Arsenal, Real Madrid. You know, providing that they can get past Aston Villa. I would expect them to get past Aston Villa in
Me too as well.
You know, in the first leg is in Paris, and the second leg is at Aston Villa. So, I mean, could be a omen for Aston Villa to secure something there.
Now remember, they do have an outstanding goalkeeper.
Yeah, right? But
they do have Emmy, and
PSG also have an outstanding goalkeeper in Donnarumma.
And as funny as it might sound, that Rashford hasn't had his moment for Aston Villa yet. Rashford had his moment in PSG against PSG. I mean, there's so many storylines. Look, it's easy for us to say PSG should win. PSG's approach to this game, to this round, is not the same like PSG's approach to Liverpool. I think PSG approached Liverpool with something to prove. PSG approaching Aston Villa right now is Aston Villa has something to prove. PSG has to hold serve. So the arguments that have hurt PSG, regardless of who the players are in the past, might raise its head again. Can Lucho get them over that? That's what that round comes down to.
Yeah, but I think for Paris fans, if they go out to Aston Villa, is probably like them probably burn the place. Real Madrid in the next round, yes, them can say, all right, this is a big dog. But not Aston Villa. You have invested a significant amount of money as PSG to try to win this trophy. You're supposed to be in a weaker league to give you some advantages as you navigate the Champions League. You're not supposed to lose to Aston Villa. I don't care who Aston Villa have coaching them. I care who Aston Villa have playing for them. You're not supposed to lose to Aston Villa in the Champions League at this current level. I mean, them say ball around, but no. PSG should beat this team.
I agree. Big up to Gerzil Gemeral. Gerzil Gemeral asked if we are from Ohio because we bake them one of those skibbity riz. No, we're not from Ohio. So I don't know if that's a bat or anything, but big up Gerzil. Yeah, I'm listening on Twitch right now. So Twitch people are rolling. Big up Twitch. But yeah.
Remember to smash the like button, family. Remember to subscribe to the channel wherever you're watching us. Arsenal versus Real Madrid. The Arsenal fans that we know, one thing we can always say, they kind of raise their heads when they see an opportunity, and some of them said they've been waiting for Real Madrid, family.
Okay.
Our first leg is at Arsenal, second leg is at Madrid.
Yeah, we'll see. Arsenal.
That is some deep analysis. We will see.
I mean, I wasn't joking. I big up Jeremy, and Jeremy says, let's go Jamaica, F Messi. I said, Arsenal is rubbish. I wasn't joking when I said last year, people were saying, and we all agreed, that Arsenal had the best centre-back pairing in the world. And it hasn't changed. We also can agree to some point that defensively they are very sound. So Arsenal can give Real Madrid a run for their money, but will I bet against Real Madrid? No. But I don't think Real Madrid going to blow them out the water in both legs. I think Arsenal will give them a good game. Jeremy said the man them can't even beat Man U, which is true, but that's a rivalry game. And Arsenal approach the Man U game like they expected to win.
So Real Madrid will have how many absentees for this first leg?
I don't know.
We'll have to pull this up in a second. Early reading, but I'm trying to remember who received that card. I think Vinny received one, but I know Jude didn't receive a card, but Tushimini, I think is out for the Arsenal first leg game.
Big deal. I don't think Arsenal will miss Tushimini. against Real Madrid won't miss Tushimini against Arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, Camavinga does give them some something else in that space. So Arsenal versus Real Madrid. Here is the layout of those matches. April 8th. Paris versus Aston Villa, April 9th. Barcelona versus Dortmund in the other half of the bracket. This is on April 9th. Barcelona versus Dortmund, Hansi Flick versus his former colleague, Niko Kovac, who's now coaching over at Dortmund. Another storyline.
Exactly. It just funny how the Champions League work out this year. You have storylines upon storylines upon storylines. So now it's a German derby game. with Hansi Flick versus Dortmund all over again, with Hansi Flick coming from Bayern Munich at one point. So, but common sense, Barcelona will win.
Yeah, first leg Barcelona April 9, second leg April 15th at Dortmund. I mean, Pedri. All right, one thing we can say about Football Club Barcelona. I mean, they really dismissed Benfica during this football game, during the second leg. And Balde made a huge run at the Benfica defense and laid it off to Rafinha. One thing I want to big up, and one person I want to big up is, all the story about Pedri and whomever in Barcelona, and them a baller, but Rafinha has really grown into a better version of himself in Football Club Barcelona. No,
definitely a late bloomer.
Yeah, I don't know if this means that Rafinha, when he shows up for Brazil, will go and see the same sort of player. I think he's in the Brazil squad, right?
He should be the first name on the list.
Nah, it's Neymar.
Neymar's in.
So Barcelona versus Dortmund. This is another game down here, Junior, on April 8th, Bayern versus Inter. April 8th and April 16th. First leg at Bayern Munich.
That's the best title round.
That's the best match for you.
Yes, hands down. Those are the games I'm not missing.
Now, as Inter been quietly going about their business, it's not a really kind of paying attention to them by some of us.
Because of Italian Syria problems that they have had, they're not as sexy as it used to be. But Inter is a proper side. Inzaghi have a proper football team. They are well balanced. You are not going. They don't beat themselves. So you go have to go there and play some ball. And there's a video out there showing how Inter attacks, and they have a way of attacking where the center backs become the midfielders and the midfielders become the center backs. And they have a rotation of what they do when they're going into attack. They are that regimented. Watch that video and you'll see how football has changed from a game of technical skill to a game of preparation, because the way the man they play that 3-5-2 is magical.
And the final is 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years. How long since Onana left? 3 years now or 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah, because he kept in the final for them during that.
Yeah, it felt like 20. And Jeremy had said, yes, he saw the video. It's a good video, very cerebral. Trust me, people watch that video. Inter Milan under Inzaghi, the way they attack, it is mind blowing how he creates space for his midfielders. So let's put it that way.
Yeah, Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich. What do you have to say about Bayern Munich in this football game? Kane, impressive. Easily Bayern Munich step past Leverkusen 5-0 on aggregate. I expected a more competitive matchup. In fact, I think you highlighted that this was a game you were looking forward to entering this round.
It was still a good game, though. Bayern just took their chances. Leverkusen didn't. That's all it turned down to. So the 5-0 is kind of you get some blushes over it, but it is not as dominating as it wasn't a 5-0 margin. It just shows how clinical Bayern Munich was.
All right.
And they will need to be clinical versus Inter.
Yeah, big football games. Champions League, that's it. Final thoughts on these Champions League games and what you saw this round of 16 teams that are gone. PSV, Atleti, Cholo, and Atletico Madrid. Another year without a Champions League trophy. I mean, this guy, this man, this team, the money, my heart aches for them, brother, because to come so close against that Real Madrid that year with about 10 seconds left when Sergio Ramos scored that header and ended up losing that game, I think, 4-1. And then, and here again, them running to the same team. I think Anachola, Atletico Madrid has went to, I think, 2 or 3 finals. 2 finals and maybe a semi-final, a few semi-finals.
And all heartbreaks. But for me, though, it shows that regardless of how much football the players are playing, and we know they're getting overplayed, Champions League is still standard. It's still next level. Some good football are playing.
Yeah, man, good football, and it also just it doesn't matter the investments you make as other clubs try to close the gap against that big royal white team. Class is class, and I think you said it the other day when we started watching that game. It was last week. I think you said it. You were like, no matter where Champions League, Real Madrid is a different animal. It's a different side. It's a different animal. It's a different.
Look at how Bellingham reacted to Vinny today in extra time.
It's a different animal.
You wouldn't see that. You wouldn't see that in La Liga. Look at these players. I think that it's just different. So we'll see. I don't think that we'll win this year. I think if they win this year, it would have to be on the back of Kylian Mbappe silencing a lot of people. And how ironic will it be that Mbappe versus PSG semi-final? Just look at the storylines that can happen. Yo, we'll see.
Yeah. And we don't really crown them, but if they do win it, then that the Real Madrid that also is a testament that because you still haven't really replaced Toni Kroos in that midfield. You still have significant injuries in the back that you're chopping and changing and trying to hitch up and kind of, and it's Lucas Vasquez at the right back who missed film penalty and I'm a captain. So,
you know what we'll have to do?
Yeah.
We would have to start the conversation of has Carlo Ancelotti supplanted Pep Guardiola?
Supplanted who?
Pep Guardiola. And how close is he, depending on where whoever.
I think I've put him over Pep.
But that's the thing, because one thing, like this Real Madrid team should not match Real Madrid's teams of past.
Yeah.
Right? Shouldn't. This Real Madrid team should. The Toni Kroos, Modric era, that was a complete team.
Yeah.
The Cristiano Ronaldo era under Zidane, those were super teams.
Yeah.
If Carlo is able to match those teams this year with a team that we know, they need defenders. They need to get rid of Alaba. They need defenders. They need to figure out Chouameni and Camavinga. They need to figure out Vinicius Jr., Endrick. They have so many loose ends that they can tighten up and become a
with Rodrigo.
No, I think Rodrigo is safe. But
no, I don't think so.
I think so. I think Rodrigo is.
You mentioned him as Guti last week as an alignment with
and it's
Guti.
Too much. Yeah,
but you don't pull Guti in a big game like this today.
But that shows
Diaz.
But that shows how Carlo, how much of a coach Carlo is. Because Carlo, he didn't have to pull Vinny. And if you notice, Henry joke about it, Remember, Henry said, I don't know if you pick up on it. At the end of the show, and in the celebration or the post-game show, Henry said, oh, Vinny is running. He's running. He couldn't play. He was pulled, but he can run now. Henry hinted at it with signal that Henry said Carlo pulled his best player and he wasn't injured and he was able to play. Carlo showed why he is who he is.
I think I would have subbed him. He didn't play no ball and missed the penalty. And in fact, I don't even know him might take the penalty. It should have been Mbappe taking the penalty. Unless Mbappe or Jude Bellingham decided to give him the penalty.
But then that's why Darwin Núñez should have never been subbed on against PSG. So this is this is why Liverpool is at home.
No, but Darwin
Real
Núñez is a striker. If we can't rely on him to come score on penalty in a shootout, what can we rely on him to do?
He probably should even come on the game. You're chasing the game. You're wishing on a star while Carlo is going with proven. It's a difference.
Yes, a difference. But this is why one team has 15 Champions League trophy, and they are the Royal Whites. And how much Liverpool have? 5, 6? I don't know how many. How many Champions League Liverpool have?
A lot less than Real Madrid. Well said.
Yeah, but it's more than Manchester United, though, right?
But stop your foolishness, man.
No, it's come on. Champions League. We need to go. Champions League.
Liverpool probably have 2 Champions League.
Then Liverpool don't win Champions League in the 80s.
No! I remember back then it was a Cup Winners' Cup at that time. It was the Champions.
It was converted over to Champions League. Most Champions League. I know AC Milan have 6.
Liverpool has 6 Champions League.
Yeah, Liverpool has 6 Champions League. I mean, they have more than Man U. Right here. Most Champions League titles: Real Madrid 15, AC Milan 7, Liverpool 6, Bayern 6, Barcelona 5, Ajax 4, Man United 3, Inter 3, Juve, Benfica, Chelsea, Forest, Porto 2, Celtic, Hamburg, Stoic. Yeah, you remember the side name Stoic Bucharest, Marseille, and Borussia. How many people have won?
So that means next year Nottingham Forest can possibly tie Manchester United for Champions League trophies after next year.
Well, look at you. Look at you. Yeah, man. So Liverpool fans, definitely six Champions League titles. But again, just to highlight the gulf between Real Madrid and the rest of the pack, I think the only team that probably could have won so many titles is this AC Milan squad. Because when you look at the AC Milan team back in the day, you wonder that did they win as many Champions League as they should have? The Gullit, the Frank Rijkaard, Marco Van Basten team, you know, and then Juventus people and probably said they've only won 2, so just you know.
And I'm seeing the Gleaner posted just to put this out there before I forget. Gleaner posted that at 6:17 p.m. Inter Miami's chartered flight touchdown at Norman Manley International Airport.
All right, perfect pivot. Make we go because we're getting out of here. Cavaliers versus Messi and Inter Miami tomorrow. And Messi did travel was traveling according to your coach Javier Mascherano. Do you expect him to play tomorrow?
Yes, he has to play. I don't think Mascherano is going to take the risk. Again, you have no idea what Cavalier is going to do at home. Put them to bed.
Yeah, we have no idea. I mean, do we give Cavaliers a chance in this football game?
Yes, speaking from Mascherano
last week.
Speaking from Mascherano's perspective, yes. And looking at what PSG and Liverpool did. Remember, PSG played at Liverpool in the first leg, had a bunch of chances, never converted, and Liverpool steal it at the end. I can argue that Miami stole the game from Cavalier. If Cavalier had converted one of those early chances, if that offside goal wasn't given, if the player was just, there's no telling what this round would have been. So with all that in mind and knowing that they played at home, being Miami, and now you are traveling to a third world country, you hear all of these dopey stories.
Developing country, all right.
Third world country, you hear all of these dopey stories about the field. You don't want to take the ball can boom, drop, fall, and you give up an early goal in the first 3 minutes, like Atletico Madrid do today, and you spend the next 87 minutes playing on pins and needles. You don't want to risk that. So you have to go out there strong. Have to.
ESPN is reporting that Messi set for Inter Miami return. Mascherano saying that Leo is on the roster and will travel. Tomorrow we'll decide for the game what is best. I mean, if he's in the roster and he's on the squad, I mean, you don't have Messi sitting on one bench.
If them smart, no, they could go the other way and say for emergency purposes, but that will signal to us how injured he is. Because I think there's something more to this injury than people are putting on.
Mascherano says that we know that tomorrow we're going to play a tough game. And blah blah blah. I mean, I don't. And you know, Cavaliers. Good luck. I thought last week Cavalier was good. There won't be any surprises tomorrow for Inter Miami, other than maybe the grass at stadium.
We said the same thing about Liverpool and PSG. I said it, and yes, let me put myself on the record. I don't think that Cavalier is going to turn it around, but they might make Miami sweat a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see Cavalier, but if they can do it, I mean, why not? Ball round. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. CONCACAF YouTube channel, Fox Sports, depending on where you are, will be bringing this football game. We're looking forward to it. I thought Cavalier, and all of us watched the game, a lot of us thought that Cavalier was very, very competitive and surprised us in the first game with that speed on the wide area.
Right.
Yo, Calvin, just slow down and make a good decision, brother. Right winger Calvin. Because, I mean, he often got behind Jordi Alba, who was playing left back, of course, and looking to push way up the field.
And slow Jordi Alba.
So, football family, that's it now. Miami versus Cavaliers tomorrow, 8 p.m. We're not going to do a watch along. We're getting ready for Reggae Boys watch along coming up in a few weeks. Or is it next week? Whenever. We'll do Reggae Boys watch along when they come up. We have a regular show Sunday at 5 p.m. Remember to subscribe.
We done talk about Champions League and this.
Yeah, because we killed one bird already.
Yep.
So football family, let us know in the comment section about the show. This is going to be something that we incorporate in every Wednesday. We're going to do a quick show, a quick recap show, a quick call-in show. Even though no one will call in, but you don't know. Next week, people can line up themselves and call in and get whatever off them chest. Remember to subscribe to the channel, family. You know, subscribe.
Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale